Thank you for that. Now, Symon has escaped us. He's not in studio any longer because he's joining us live this morning from the annual Responsible Business Conference. So, Symon, are the business people being good this morning?
Good morning. We're here at the Business in the Community annual conference where we're looking at how companies can be ethical and make an impact on their communities in a positive way. Lots of people are, of course, still sceptical about corporate responsibility, that it's just a bit of PR designed to make companies look good. But the CEOs here believe it can make a real difference to business performance. I'm joined now by one of the speakers at the conference, Andrew Cave, who's Head of Sustainability at Royal Bank of Scotland. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
Now, I'm guessing that after 7 years of relentlessly bad press, being in charge of sustainability and corporate responsibility is going to be a pretty tough job.
Well, it's never a quiet week. RBS, as people know, is one of the biggest corporate restructuring jobs ever undertaken, both financially but also laterally in terms of the brand. So we're kind of very aware of how big a job it is to rebuild trust in the organisation, but we feel we're making the right changes now to do that. So I'll be talking today about some of our experiences along the way and some of the changes we've made to really look at the culture of the business, the ethics of the business, and to try and put it on the right foundations for the future.
A lot of people, when they come to these sort of conferences, they'll be talking about nice community projects they've done, charity, things like that. That kind of doesn't really matter for RBS, given how bad things have been.
I think if there is a lesson from RBS's story, it's community projects and other kind of ways of giving back to the community are all very good. But if the foundations of your business are fundamentally flawed and not getting things right for customers and right for shareholders and broader society, none of that really matters.
Yeah. So this is sustainability and investing in that isn't so much about PR for you, or is it about changing the perception of the bank?
Well, I think PR is one of those sort of contentious phrases. I mean, it's obviously good to get positive publicity, but we believe the only way to get that is by changing the business the right way, and the PR will follow. There's no way we can rebrand RBS without changing the fundamentals of the business. So the chief executive who took over a year ago, Ross McEwen, he's been working very hard on putting customers first in everything we do and so on. And that's not such a strange idea. If you look at Ulster Bank, our sort of key brand here, Ulster Bank was founded by business people for the business community. Now we lost sight of that in the sort of 10 years or so leading up to the financial crash, but all the work Elvina Graham, the country head's doing here, is to get us back to being the number one bank for business. Yeah,
just fine. A lot of people will be thinking Ulster Bank is still out there, possibly being quite aggressive with those who were there, who maybe do have loans. And how does would you not be better focusing on sustainable lending rather than sustainable perception of the company?
It is very much about sustainable lending. There clearly is still a lot of restructuring to be done from the crisis. So, that's happening right across RBS. It's one of the biggest rundowns in terms of the balance sheet ever undertaken. RBS had a balance sheet of 1.6 trillion at the peak of the financial crash, and that's been run down to about 700 billion. So, a lot had to go. Now, we always regret having to sort of sell on any loan or move any business on, but to get back on a sustainable financial footing where we can better serve our core customers, that had to be done.
Andrew Cave from the Royal Bank of Scotland, thanks very much for joining you. A man with one of the interesting and difficult job, some might say. I'll hand back to the studio now. Thanks.